Good evening, my powerful MBB family. Welcome back to another video. This is your girl, Miss Bev. And just want to say thanks to all of the support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Remember to like the video at the end of the video. Remember, don't leave unless you have subscribed. Well, I'm just saying. Please remember to subscribe, support Miss Bev on this journey. Alright, so I did the video yesterday regarding the struggles that many are going through when they put their monies in banks here in Jamaica, and then when they need to access it, all of a sudden they change the way for you to access your monies, and then all of a sudden you're struggling to get to that money in the account. I don't know for all the banks. I can only speak for one bank because I know that it happened there. So speaking about that, I'm reading the comments and I see that a lot of the people who have been through similar situations. And so the thought came to me, I was talking to my son this morning, and the thought came that we came up with the idea, we're going to talk to the returning residents especially, because I think that a lot of these situations are happening to people who are overseas and open accounts in Jamaica because they hope to return to Jamaica one day. Some of you open the accounts because when you come home, you feel like you can leave and you have some money in Jamaica, so you don't have to have money, just your ticket and come. Then all of a sudden, you cannot access the account. The information change. When you go in, all of a sudden, you need this, you need that. My birth certificate, I have the brand new copy of my birth certificate. I got it for many years now. And when I went into the bank, the only problem was the last couple little numbers at the bottom, and they said that was the most important thing. Mind you, they needed my birth certificate, and they had my American passport, they had my driver's license, all of them have my picture, they have my birth date, they have identified marks that it's me. But they look at the birth certificate, and that was the problem for them. They took my social security card. They wanted more ID. They took my TRN. They had it all. And at the same time, they are pressing for more. Like they want your whole life story. And so this person spoke about her investment now, trying to get out of it and can't get out of it. They make it become so hard. And then today, as I spoke to my son, I remembered the failing investments in Jamaica. Those investments that came in and was offering high yields. And then a year later, boom, your money gone. You're out of it. Dog name your supper. Your goose cook. Whatever terms they use. But that's where a lot of returning residents found themselves. So today, returning to Jamaica after years abroad is an exciting journey, right? We're happy to come home, filled with opportunities to invest in the island's future. Everybody comes home. I came home with a grand idea too. I want to give back. I want to give back. I'm coming with my experiences. I'm coming with... It's not so... The people are not so receptive to that. We want to give back so the island can grow. We want to do well. I was on my channel asking people to come back and give back. Give back. Whatever your occupation was, come back and give back. People don't want our give backs. They don't want it. They are so offended by us. Or are they offended? We offend them. They don't care for us. It's like, what we're offering, they don't want it. They look at us like the enemies. So, but as we think about coming back and giving back, it's crucial for us to remember or to be aware of the risks that come with managing our wealth in this new environment. It's a new day in this place. It's not the same all day. You have your little bank book and them write your amount in and you come home. It's a new day. Everybody jumping up and they're offering this, they're offering that. I went to Kayla's the award ceremony at her school, and there was a person there who was offering, and this is a community that doesn't even have much of anything, but she's offering, oh, they must have insurance. They must have insurance for the kids' education. They must have insurance for this, and and it's an investment, and this is you have that and that, but most of it goes to investment, and you're investing so the kids get ready for college, and you're ready, and you have the funds there. How many of those? I'm looking at these people like, how many of these people are even working? How many of these people are even working? But you're coming up and you're promoting and you're carrying on like it's a one size fit everybody. So as they come out there with these scams, we have to remember that it's a new environment, guys. That while there are some investments that are legitimate, the history of failed investment schemes in Jamaica should be a reminder of the potential dangers. So many failed. You remember when them used to come and then they call it, what did they call it? Then they call it one name where people lose them house money. People lose so much. I remember a family member of mine, my uncle, who lost so much. I remember teachers who went into this whole scamming thing where they put in X amount and they get back 100%. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. So as you return home with your hard-earned money, I don't even think you should touch it where it is in the banks in your foreign countries, whether it's England or Canada or the United States. I don't even think you should touch it. I think as you plan to come home with your little card and take out your little $50 a month time. A lot of times when people offer you too much, it means that something is wrong. Banks are offering you 2 cents on your heap of money. You have 10,000 in the bank, you get back like 5 cents, 6 cents, $1 something, if that much. You have 50,000 in the bank. The little bit they return to your money. That is why so many of us are running into investments. But sometimes you need to just cut your eye for the big turnovers. And if you want to invest a little bit, then do it. But don't take your big hard-earned money and put in these things that are going to fail. All right? Because we have to remember that scams and fraudulent companies that promise sky-high returns often target newcomers and especially returning residents. They're out there, they're waiting for your monies because they know you worked, they know you saved, and they know you're coming home. And where else? So, in this Jamaica again, you have these old companies that come and them offer you the high returns, and then they weren't able to deliver what they promised. And so they left a lot of people lost their savings. And so I'm just going to talk about 3 of them to remind us, because I've had family members that returned home here in the early 2000s, and one of them had promised, I think, 22% on their money, and she invited somebody else to come in, and they put in their big old hard-earned, how much? $1,000. Thousands, not 10 or 20, but thousands. And when you take a stock, it's like here today, gone tomorrow. The company was here today, tomorrow, no more companies. And nobody to give back a penny of the monies those bastards stole. Not a penny. You just hand your money to them. It's like you just went to the casino and you're feeding the money in the machine, and when you look around, every penny gone and you don't know what happened, and no, you can't get it back. So I'm just putting it out there, guys, that don't ever think that things are not is not the same today. It is still the same, and it's even worse now with the technology. It's worse. I feel like something. I had the back door open, and when the back door is open, these mosquitoes find their little way come in. I thought they came in for Miss Ruby because she was new, so new blood. But boy, now I feel them. Maybe it's just one bothering my foot. Last night as I picked this up, there were two. I was so glad I caught them. So I pick it up, pow, pow. I'm sorry, guys. So as I was saying to us, let's look at the first one. You had Cash Plus, and this one was in 2007 that they were in Jamaica, and they were the ones who offered what? 100% on your money. You bring in 20,000, you get back 20,000 on your money. You bring in 100,000, you get back 100,000 on your money, right? Ponzi scheme, and they did that. I remembered. This was a Cash Plus. The partner thing that they had was before 2000, because I was here. Wasn't it in, no, lives, 2007. Because I remembered when I heard that there were people from my church who had gotten caught up into it, and people who lost their money, and one such person from the church, his brother was involved in it, and when the people lost their money, their much money, they might build them house, them see an opportunity to get double upon their money, and them take their money and go put it in. And yes, at first you put in 10, you get back 20. But as soon as the people start putting the big monies, boom, nothing. Everything crashed. When they locked up the lady, I remembered they sent me the video where she was telling people in the locker up, when the people crying out for their money, we want our money, we want our money. I want to want me for, she said something silly, something rude. Something rude, like if no one to sell her body. Something she had said, but it wasn't something nice. Because I don't know where the monies went, who she was working for. But I know she had not been working for us because she was a black woman who was in charge of the one in Montego Bay. And people were just flocking and putting in. And one teacher friend I had, I said, Tama, why are you getting involved in this? He said, but it's real, he said, it's real. You put in 50,000, you get back 50,000. And that's why I'm going to look more if you put in, because he wanted to buy pigs. And him said, man, it's real. No, I wasn't getting caught up into it, and them asking, oh man, no man said, lend me so and so. Let me said, me work hard in the cold for my money. If I cannot give it away, I don't get caught up into it, because I don't want when I need my money back, people can pay it back. So I don't lend money. And so they all lost and caught up and got carried away. And when it was time, I remember one person in Falmouth that killed herself because when she lost the mortgage for her house, she lost so much because it sweet them. Because them put in and then get back and then want back big, and then them lose it all. And so and you have them 100% turnover interest rate they were offering for and that business collapsed. So Cash Plus was exposed as a Ponzi scheme, and it eventually collapsed. But the founder, Carlos Hill, he had faced some legal actions. Many investors lost their monies. Hill was later convicted of fraud. Then you have the Olint in 2008. So right after Cash Plus with Carlos get locked up. Here comes Olint. Sometimes these people are connected, they just come with a different name. Olint was now a foreign exchange, and they were trading and offering investors high returns on their investments. And so in the mid-2000s, they gained the popularity, and whole heap of people are run to them, man. Because people like, you put your money in the bank, and get much interest. So let me put it in a high yielding scamming, high yielding fraud. And David Smith, he was arrested and faced charges because when they collapsed and the company was revealed to have had not been operating legally. And so Mr. Smith, he got arrested, faced charges of fraud and operating an unregistered investment scheme. Again, people lose their money. Nothing to get back, right? Nothing to get back. Where the money gone? It's sad. And then in 2012, you had the Lyndhurst trading. And this, another investment scheme that promised high returns on deposits. And people run to it. They come home, they have the money, they run to it. And so, again, the company claimed to be involved in foreign exchange and commodity trading, but when they investigate them, they find out, say, they were operating illegally. These people are liars. They just know that people are coming home and people are quick and gullible. They want more upon plenty. They want more. They don't want to see. They want to live as millionaires. They want to keep that status. And so, my people, don't become gullible with these things. They are just there to enrich themselves. So as you come home, just stay humble, stay content, because at the end of the day, no matter how much we accumulate, it now make it different. It doesn't matter how many trillions, how much millions, how much billions you want to come with. Aches and pains are aches and pains. All right? High blood pressure is high blood pressure. Diabetes is diabetes. You can't say, let me buy, let me pay for not have it. It's what it is. Old age is old age. We could have go under the knife and go under the knife some more. Old age is old age. Gravity pull down stuff. And it's natural, it's normal, it's healthy. It's showing you that your body is healthy and it's going through the normal, natural processes that God had planned for it to go through. So when we have all this money, we don't know what to do with ourselves, and we start jeopardizing ourselves and going through all sorts of things. And so we sit and we don't know what to do with it. And we're not going out to cook us some meal on a day set. Make we give that to those who are hungry among. They might not be among us, because we're in nice places, so they're not there, but they're out there. But they're out there. One of the things I looked at, Shenzhen was feeding some people in St. Elizabeth. And as I looked around, and so many videos on YouTube, so many videos, and you see these people, the alcoholics out there dancing, and people doing their little videos and getting the monies for capturing these people out there, the people who have nothing. And they're dancing, and they capture the video and they put it up, and they get thousands of views, and they get it adds to their revenue, and they get the money. But who is out there giving back to these people? But you look at their teeth. And I said, my God, I look at when Shenzhen were given the food, and I said, there you have so many of them out there doing this thing where they're cooking and they're feeding those who are in need. But then you look at their hygiene, you look at, and you say, my God, there's never going to be a dentist who will go out there and say, come, let me work on two of you. Let me take out them bad teeth. Because it must be when certain time when those things, they're painful. I had a wisdom tooth that the filling fell out of it because I eat so much chewing gum. And man, that ear in the tooth, that when that ear hit the nerve, or a little piece of food or anything hit that nerve. What a horrible thing. And so my heart just went out. I said, my God, I can't imagine with all those broken off rotten teeth, how on God heaven they manage when the pains hit. but it's what it is. But so today I just needed to just talk to our people and to, you know, highlight the risk of unregulated and high-risk investment schemes. People are out there waiting to spend your money for you. People are out there waiting to spend your money for you. I'm doing this video so that you can think and do your due diligence, do your researches, go online, go to Google, ask Google about these bad investments in Jamaica. Go to Google, type in the name of the company that you're going to be investing your hard-earned money with. Type in their thing and ask them if it's a scam. Just type in the name and then scam, and it will tell you, it will bring up the problems that people have faced if the company was a bad company. So just be careful. Just know that it is what it is and how it is, and you know, and just know that nobody's out there thinking because they're smiling with you and yes man, come on in, welcome, welcome. We have what you need, and you know, you will not be disappointed. We have it here, and we this is, you know, in 6 months, this is what your return will look like, and in so and so your money will double, and how can that be? How can that be? How are you able to double my money? Ask those questions. A lot of times we get caught up into things, you know, it's like when they're scamming people in America. And I'm looking at it, I said, so tell me, you have never been to Jamaica, never ever been to Jamaica. But somebody calling you from Jamaica to tell you you win lottery in Jamaica. You have never bought a lottery ticket in Jamaica. You have never entered a lottery in Jamaica. How are you now winning these huge amounts of monies in Jamaica? How are you winning them? What did you do what did you participate in that your name came up in a thing in Jamaica? Whew. That was okay. So again, you know, we just have to be careful. We just have to be careful. We have to just be vigilant, especially the young people coming home, especially the younger people coming home. And some of the older ones too, who have not been like really up to par with what's going on in Jamaica, but you worked hard and you plan to come, and so that's what happens. Because as I said, I remembered very clearly remembered, because this had to do with one of our church members, maybe one or two of them. Well, it was the brother of one guy who was involved with this lady in Montego Bay, where people were just going in from all walks, bringing their hard-earned money to get the double. And what happened was, they're bringing in the money, and when it's a little bit, it's doubled, but when it gets big, you lose your money. And so people got upset. They found out that where the guy was living, and he was building up a big house at the time, a 2-story house, and they went, and he ended up losing his life. The lady, on the other hand, who was, I think she was one of them, or she was the one in charge, she got locked up. They locked her up, and that's how she saved her life, because people were angry. People want their monies back, and they couldn't get it back because this was their choice to bring their money to invest, looking for full return. How can you put in $10 and get $20? And your common sense don't say to you, how could that be? You know, you just gladly put in and get him back, and you know. And I was, as I said earlier in the video, I was curious. I was saying, when my friend, he was a teacher at a high school, comprehensive high school, and he was so gullible and into it, never used common sense to even think, He never even thought. Like, how could, and I'm trying to say to him, and he's telling me, it's real, man, it's real. Can we put in 30,000, we get back 60,000, and then put in and then get back, and it really, just a look alone for put in some more. That wasn't real. They were heartbroken. Some of them were ashamed because some of them were in the church and they were doing it. Some of them were in the church and they were hiding and doing it, and it just pop out because them lose a heap of money. That's how the people know about it. So guys, as a returning resident, just remember, it's vital to stay informed about Jamaica. Just try to stay informed about Jamaica, the Jamaica investment landscape, to avoid becoming a victim to fraudulent schemes. It's tough, you know. We were saying yesterday, we were talking, one of the comments that the Charles, Fort Lauderdale, Miss Marva, she does a lot of beautiful farming down there in her backyard there in Fort Lauderdale. And the comment that she made, she says, the banker rob we, the family rob, where do you turn? Where do you turn? And I said, leave your money at the foreign country, you work hard for it. In 9 out of 10 times, you might be able to walk away with something. You might have to go pay your taxes for it and all that. But just know that people, when people say, oh, one person say, oh, I come home and I live in a rich place and what, that's not true. Where I live, there are everyday people. We're everyday people living in here. There's not just returning residents. There are people from Jamaica living in here. People working, driving out to work every morning, coming back every evening, paying their mortgage and living them life. So stop making it seem like people come home and everybody come home rich and they come and live big life. And that is the idea what people put in their heads. And then they expect so much, and because it's not being dished out to them, then they become hateful. People who are hateful. You know, this is a regular space. The good thing with these spaces is that nobody wants what you have, because people are you know, they're doing what they need to do and what have you. So nobody watching you, or I hope nobody's watching us, because we have, you know, we're just living, you know. So just be vigilant, guys, and so that whatever you have, you can enjoy it. From Ponzi schemes like Cash Plus and Olint to other risky ventures, many individuals have really faced financial hardship, financial ruin, financial destruction, financial everything bad by trusting unregulated investment companies. And so I'm just hoping that this right here will kind of give you guys some ideas, or bring your minds back to the investment scams that are around, and to remind you to verify things before you jump into it. They're all coming with them sweet mouth. Nobody is going to come tell you about the risk. Nobody telling you about the risk, but do your due diligence, do your research, find out about them, find out from other people. You know, sometimes other people might not be able to help you, but Google them up. Google them up. Believe me, if they have if they have messed up before, it's gonna be on Google somewhere. Google them up and look for scams and next to their names, and read the scams and see what people said about them. You know, they're out there. Whenever they come to you with selling stuff, go to Google and Google them up, and look for, and just type scam next to their name and see if their, you know, information comes up about it. Just be vigilant. It's better for you to stay with the big ones with the little bit of returns, and you know, so you're okay, because it's kind of like they might lock you out to your account for take away your money, but again, you have a chance. You have a chance that you can probably get a lawyer or somebody going to go fight for that. But when people thief your money and disappear, you have no chance. You know, no way to turn, because them not use them right name, so you probably never can connect with them after your money is stolen. So just think of those things. Just think of those things, and make sure that your journey back to Jamaica stays focused on just and just enjoying your space after you've worked many years out there. All right, so that's it for today, guys. I think I'm going to change the tune of how I do my videos, as well as I want to do another video where I highlight some people have been giving back to Jamaica. So see you in the next video. Please remember to subscribe. Please remember to like the video, guys. Just remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video. I really, really, really appreciate that. Help me grow, people. Help me grow. Miss Bev love and appreciate all of you. So show Miss Bev some love, right? Show me some love. Please show me some love. So take care of yourself, guys, and I hope that the information given to you will just open your minds and have you think, just put you in a space where you can think about what you're doing, how you're going to do it, and so you can avoid the scams that are just out there lurking every corner, everywhere. In the banks, the tellers with the phones, calling up their friends to tell what you're wearing, how much you draw, how much, to just people lying about what they're offering to just take your money. Money is I never want money like that. I don't. I just want enough to be able to buy my groceries, pay my bills, and give back a little to people in need, But I don't want the big things to create the headaches at all. It's a tough thing to deal with. So be good to yourselves until next time. As Bev says, if you can't be good, be careful. Well, good, do good, and just onward and upward always.